Thank you so much for your time. It's time for the Fashion Watch. Of course, our fashion panelists back in the house. And let me start with Annabelle Onyango, who was away last week, but she's back. Annabelle, we're so glad to have you back. She's a celebrated fashion stylist, and she's back with us this evening. Robert Burale, he's a moderator, image consultant, motivational speaker. And let me cross over to this side to our other panelists on this end, Carol Odero. She is an award-winning fashion journalist and, of course, has been editor on the Dram magazine, has written columns for The Nation and local dailies, and, of course, a lot of the publications in the country and, of course, in diaspora, and, of course, over to Ian Bugwa, celebrated judge on Tasker Project fame and a thespian, and of course very loved by a lot of you for his opinionated sense on stuff. So let's start with what was happening this week. Of course, a lot of people attended the Davido concert, and we'll be looking at clips on that. Let's see what we have. So this is Maisha Superstars. This is happening, of course, on DSTV, and this is Nazizi. Nazizi has lost so much weight, and everybody has been talking about her new body, her new figure, her new fashion style. And let me start with you, Carol Odero. What do you think about Nazizi's new look? Some people like it. Some people don't quite like it. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think not liking it is probably because we're used to seeing her a very particular way, and her stepping out of her comfort zone is making a lot of people uneasy. Or probably the fact that she's doing something with her life, like losing weight, that can make people feel uneasy, and you might not know that's what's making you feel uneasy when you see a dress like this. And for me also, I think the thing about this look, I'm not really sure about it, because I know Nazizi can move between being a tomboy and being this, but we're still not used to her being in that space, so I don't think it's very her so far. I would actually, I'm not sure how comfortable the shoes are, for instance. You know, when you lose weight, the first thing that you find yourself changing mostly would be your shoe collection, because that gets affected, because you have to change your wardrobe. So when you change your shoe collection, you have to find the right height, and you have to be able to walk in them. I'm not sure how comfortable she would be in that. I kind of like the whole tomboy thing, but I think she should find a middle ground between being feminine and being a tomboy, because that feels more like her. This one feels like she's trying a little too hard to be something she's not. Yeah.
Of course, Annabelle, Nazizi was your typical Timberland boots, and, you know, baggy just like baggy jeans, you know, I don't know, hoodie. And now she's this sexy, hot mama. What do you think? I don't know. Is this working for you? Should it have been more gradual? Because this is like shocking a lot of people. I think she looks great.
Yeah.
But yeah, for you.
We've been seeing this metamorphosis of Nazizi for a while, actually. It's been happening. And I remember last year she featured on the show, and she was sort of had no makeup, she was fresh-faced, and she was wearing sort of those baggy hip-hop clothes, like we all know her to be like what is she, the first lady of hip-hop, or is it hip-hop?
Yes.
Yeah, and so to see her like this, I think, is so refreshing, to see a woman looking like a woman and sort of owning her femininity, and just sort of taking care of her body, you know, wearing makeup, you know, doing updos with her dreads. You know, now she has a side cut, and she's just looking like a woman, which I commend. I would say, in terms of looking like a woman, it's an amazing statement to make, but I think you also have to be sort of true, like Carol said, to your personality, but also to your body and to your shape. I think she's in great shape. You know, she's lost all that weight, but I think, for example, just because you've lost weight doesn't mean you just have to sort of, you know, wear a mini skirt or put it all out there. And I think here the proportions need a little work. Like I think she could do with the hemline being a little lower. I think it's a more modern take on femininity, so that we really see the curves coming out, and we really see sort of how narrow her waist is now. So I just think there just needs to be a little more finessing of the look of the Nazizi that exists somewhere in there, but otherwise, generally, I think this is so commendable. She looks great.
Okay, one word from you, Robert. Don't say much.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Legs for days.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, okay. And You, Ian?
I like it. Nazizi is a work in progress. I think she's still working on her new look. So give her time. She'll settle. But she looks really, really nice.
All right. Okay. What do you think? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Okay, let's move on to what was happening. So this is Sauti Sol. And this is how they touched down. Annabelle, were you there? I have a feeling you're in that chopper. This is Sauti Sol. This is how they're doing it, man. Like, whoa. Okay. So this is Naivasha. This is during, of course, the Akon Airtel Star Search, and they landed this way. And so, okay, you guys, let me just start with you. Annabelle, you were there. This statement, just the fact that this photo was taken, and this is Sauti Sol, and of course they've chosen the blacks and whatever. I don't want to talk so much about the fashion because this is a lot of black that we're seeing, but what does this statement say about these guys?
I mean, these boys have arrived in more ways than one. I mean, to arrive, I was at the event because I was working at that event, styling, and just to see these boys, like, the sort of the attention that they cause, or the drama, or, you know, just the star power that they bring to everything that they go to, arriving to an event in a chopper. I mean, it's so extra and it's so fantastic. Yeah. I mean, in terms of their wardrobe also, they don't just arrive anyhow in a chopper. They arrive coordinated. They look like they're one entity. They look like they're a band. They look like they've prepared. And it's just so refreshing to see superstars acting like superstars.
Okay, good stuff. Bob, we know how much this stuff costs in this city, just to ride for what, like 10, 15 minutes from Nairobi to Naivasha, and the statement that this is sending about Sauti Sol.
What these guys have done, they've turned the script. They lead, others follow. They have carved an image whereby all their enemies, as much as they hate him, appreciate them, and all their fans just love them. When you get to that place, that's when you know you really become a brand. I can tell you for a fact and for free, without fear of contradiction, their enemies dance with them. I was emceeing a wedding today. When their song played, even 50-year-old women and 70-year-old women were dancing.
Which song?
So, Suraya called Mzuri Mami, that one. We danced like nobody's business. So they're guys who have just decided to tear the script.
Yeah.
And remember, there are other people who have used choppers before, but they're forgotten. But what they do, they know how to carry the star power. You know, it's like wearing a Giorgio Armani suit with the right shoes. Others wear Giorgio Armani suit with rubber shoes.
Okay.
So they know star power.
Okay, Ian, group dynamics and the fact that these guys have been at it for a while now, and their group synergy is something that you've got to celebrate, because we don't see a lot of this in the country currently. So what's your take on Sauti Sol, their brand appeal?
Well, they've come a long way, and they've been together. They've been through it thick and thin, and they've come, you know, it's just made them stronger as a unit. And they just come from South Africa, right? They just come from South Africa. So they know that they've got a good thing going. And they need to stick together, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Okay, Carol, your thoughts?
Well, I think, first of all, black is, you know, spring-summer 2015 color for men. So they're definitely on trend. For a start, yes, yes, black and white for men, yes, so they're definitely on trend. What I like about this look is not only do they have the group synergy, but if you take them out individually, they have their own personal style. So they're not being thrown, you don't have a blanket thrown over them and then you say this is the whole Sauti Sol style. They have individual style, they have individual personalities, and even that is reflected in how they look. Yeah.
Question, that's not that skirt thing, is it, Annabelle?
No, it's actually a tunic. It's like a tunic.
Thank you. Thank you. Just checking. Just checking.
But just, I mean, you never know. What if they're going to wear next? So, yeah, you never know. Although also, I don't style them all the time. There's a team of people who style these guys. So I am literally 10%, and there's other people who do other things with them.
And there we go again with Sauti Sol.
See, black and white.
They lead, others follow.
Yes.
These guys are bringing it, clearly. But I think we've said enough about Sauti Sol, and I think these guys are on point in as far as, you know, their synergy and everything is concerned.
I mean, look at their bagman as well.
And who's that guy in the back with the
as well.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on to who else was there. Okay, this is a Temi. And I suppose she was there as well. Okay, Robert, let's start with you and your thoughts.
What I like about Atemi when I see her
I don't
performing.
like it when we say Atemi because there's somebody next to her, but then again, Atemi is...
No, I'll talk about Atemi. What I like about Atemi is that she knows how to dress her body extremely well. And that's all I can say. Really, she's so confident. And the way she dresses just tells you this is a woman who is comfortable in her skin.
I'm surprised you're not talking about the big bag today.
Okay, I was in the dressing. I'm just not a fan of big bags.
He ignored it, Kabisa.
I'm not a fan of big bags.
Actually, she's carrying,
She's carrying a clutch.
I think that was just her bag where she was changing, but she's carrying a little clutch
Okay.
under
Yes,
her.
okay. The other lady, moving on
Yes.
swiftly.
Wow.
Okay, not too much to say about this. Let's move on to what else was happening there. Okay. I'll start with you, Annabelle.
Oh, God. Okay, well, we always praise the sort of Afrocentric look. We love representing the continent here, west, east, south, north. I'm just trying to kill time.
Let's say what you have to say.
Yeah, I mean, this outfit on the left is obviously a guy. I mean, he's probably not Kenyan. Just by his, you know, the way, his style. I mean, I would just say probably his pants are, probably the pants are not the right length for a man. I think men shouldn't wear pants that cut them off at the shin. I think it's extremely unflattering. Wear a proper trouser, you are a man.
Yes.
And then his friend, I mean, also he just kind of looks disheveled and not at Airtel Trace Music Stars. You know? I think he could have made a much better effort in the black to like dress up and you know, not look like his friend's personal assistant. So yeah, overall, I think both of these looks are not wins.
Total fail.
Even that look he's giving him, it's like, oh no, look, we're being photographed. He's scared.
No, and
He knows-
as a man, the guy in black, you don't stand like that as a man. You just don't stand like that.
What are you trying to say, Robert?
That posture is not manly. It does not instill any confidence. He looks like he's not sure who he is. I'm sorry to say that. And that's is that arrogance or is that his PA?
Shock. That's shock.
It could be both, actually. It could be, I mean, from the body language, obviously. I mean, it's ridiculous. Someone holding a phone for you, really, why?
You must
Come
be
on.
famous.
We're not just really good friends.
Good friends?
No, you
I meet such friends who hold the phone for me. And they're sending a please call me thank you.
Okay, yeah, this is a total fail, but what do you think? Hashtag Fashion Watch. Let's move on. Okay?
Oh, at his best.
Goodness.
Oh my
Turn
goodness.
your
Tumetoka mbali.
Volume up, yes, as Ian says, Tumetoka mbali. This is a TBT. It's Robert Burale, this guy over here that makes fun of everybody. This guy that makes fun of everybody has come from so far. Robert,
Looks like,
what is
looks
that
like
about?
a midget.
This is when Denzel Washington said you look like me.
Oh my God.
That was when
What is that?
I was in the UK when I was studying in the UK actually. I don't know what happened. I think I was suffering something.
Were 8-button suits
I think
those trendy
Nice.
oh my goodness. You see, there's the baby face. The good looks were still there.
Is there something wrong with the photo? Why do your hands look so short?
He's pathetic, this guy.
He's holding his trousers up.
So Ian, you enjoying this? Lady, thank you very much for this photo.
Immensely.
God bless you.
Fantastic.
So did you finally grow into the blazer?
I think it was a 7-button suit.
It looks like a 7-button suit, literally.
Okay, so I want us to talk about, from you, Robert, why nobody should be caught alive in a jacket that looks like that.
Even the posture. Let him talk about that posture. What does that instill? What kind of posture?
First and foremost, you should never wear such a big jacket. And you can see, I still have the label. And I hit those
I
things
know
up.
your sleeve.
Yes, the label is still there.
Ay, ay, ay.
I think it was a 7-button suit. You never do that. But anyway, umbali tumetoka. You have to come from somewhere.
That is.
At least there's some progress,
Yeah.
isn't it?
At least
There
now
it
we know
is.
the vanity is because he's come from
Very far.
from very far.
Thank you.
Been
Lily.
there, done that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at your tweets, guys. Let's see what you're saying.
It's a nice tweet.
Okay. You've been instrumental in helping lots of people know what to wear and when to wear them. Thanks, guys. Thank you, James. Angel, fashion, which is an amazing show. It reminds us that simplicity is the keynote of all true elegance. Thank you, Angel. And of course, Missy Scarlett, Naziz's new look is doing her good. She looks better than before. Beautiful. Okay, thanks, Missy. And now for a fantastic opportunity for you, our viewers. We've got these mannequins back here, and we're inviting you. Are you an upcoming fashion designer? Do you have a fashion house? Do you want to dress our mannequins? Tell us why we should give you that opportunity. Of course, the hashtag is Fashion Watch. Send in your designs. Of course, remember to copy Annabelle Onyango, Robert Burale, Carol Odero, and Ian Mbugwa. Their Twitter handles are on Twitter currently. If you look at our Citizen TV News Twitter handle, you will find their Twitter handles there. Send us your tweet pics, send us your designs, and you will get a chance to dress our mannequins. Of course, continue to send us your tweet pics. It's Easter, so I'm sure there's a lot that's happening. Send us your tweet pics, and of course, you will get a chance to be profiled on Fashion Watch. Thanks for watching. That's all the time we had tonight. I'm Lillian Modi Kanene. Good night.